SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello and welcome back to Control. Before I get going down the parapsychology elevator, I wanted to stop by here real quick and make sure there wasn't anything I should be spending all this, I don't know, stuff that I keep getting from killing dudes, you know? It seems like it's probably a good idea to spend some of it at least. Let's see. Launch basics enemies when their health is low. Just launch them for free? What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh, you can pick them up and throw them because they're just so weak. I see. Seize duration, shield strength. Shield strength seems important, doesn't it? Maybe get that. Seize duration, additional personal mod slot. Oh, okay, sure. Thank you. I'll get this as well while I'm at it. Those are both rather cheap, I think. I assumed I probably should have checked. More seize duration, more shield strength. When released, shield propels debris at nearby enemies. That seems nice. Huh. I might just, yeah, let's get that. More shield strength, and then when you release your shield, it throws those rocks at the people nearby. That seems super useful, actually. Not if essence of reset abilities. I don't want to. I'm fine. Thank you. All right. So we got that. So what? Astral constructs? Yeah, weapon forms. Here we go. All right. Construct Pierce. I can make Pierce now. I can afford it too. Is that going to be a sniper rifle? Is that by any chance going to be a sniper rifle? Great, I did it. I spent all my stuff on a new gun form, which is what I seem to do every dang time. Let's see, not constructing weapon forms. How do I equip weapon forms? I can never seem to remember. Is it in here? Oh, I can just change this anytime, and I just haven't been. Well, great. So Pierce. Pierce is precise with a charged shot that penetrates armor and enemies. Yeah, that's a sniper rifle. Okay, great. Give it to me. And what do we have for this? Zoom boost. Okay, and damage boost. That seems pretty good. Let's do that for now. What was this down here? Energy renewal. Energy gain from headshots. Well, that's kind of nice. But I can do better for right now. Do we have anything better for shatter right now? The projectile spread. Recoil down somewhat. That seems kind of nice. Projectiles fired up. Let's try the projectile spread reduction. That seems nice. Okay, and oh, hey, look at this. What do we have here? We've got a rare energy boost. Why do I have so many of these? Am I supposed to go through and like this? I am. I'm supposed to deconstruct them periodically. Dang it. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do that at some point. So we got energy recovery speed. Wait, these are both energy. Oh, this is just more energy. I see. I see how you are. Okay, great. Well, cool. That's fine. That's fine. Let's have a look at this real quick. Okay, so you do have to charge it up and then release. I see. Okay, so if I'm equipping that, I should not have the shotgun, probably. I can only fire that twice. Not positive. Let's try it with the current layout, and we'll see how it goes. And if it goes poorly, I can change it anytime, it turns out. So there's really no reason to not. What? Did I not go this way? I feel like I didn't go this way. Yeah? No, this is where I came from. Thank you. Good. All right. To the elevator then. Stop wasting the time. Down we go. Or up. One of those. Probably down? Probably down. Let's do it.
Trench said his team knows all the Bureau's secrets.
I can't tell which direction I'm going.
Especially.
Uh-huh.
Does she know what happened to Dylan?
Well, I mean, that is the question, isn't it? The question you will not drop. I mean, of course not. That's why you're here. It's the entire point. That was a different door than the one I was expecting to open. Hello, who are you?
Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
Great. That way? Seemingly that way. Does that mean I should go this way first? You bet it does. Bathrooms! Loot the bathrooms. It's always important. I stand wildly correctly. There was nothing here. For once, there's nothing in that. Never mind. See, rubber duck supplement. That seems important. Background. Discovered in the home of Agent Ma after his young daughter complained of being followed by her rubber duck. According to Agent Ma, the matter was ignored, believed to be the result of the child's imagination, until he began to hear the quacking at night. After discovering the item hiding in his daughter's closet, he brought it to the Bureau for study. Update, it was discovered that Agent Ma was bringing known paranatural materials into his home, illegally taking them outside the oldest house. How this may have affected the creation of an altered item is being investigated. Agent Ma has been terminated. In what sense, do you think? There are two senses I can think of, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was either of them. Is there anything I'm supposed to be... Yeah, the astronaut. Liability, that's what... When I was hearing that, after I heard that, that was the word I was trying to think of, was liability. It's a liability clause that I did not take myself, and I'm fine with that. Now then.
The party, ma'am. Marshall is right down the hall.
Yep. I'm going. Thank you. Who are all you types? Rangers, apparently, but what does that mean exactly? Can I take over this control point? You all mind if I do that? Seems to already be controlled, but I'll just, put a little of my juice on it, as it were, if that's all right with you. I don't really care if it's not. I did it anyway. So, through here, I suppose? Luck and probability. That would seem to be the place. Hello? Ah, we got a Manekineko. How are you doing? Let's inspect it. I poked it. I have turned it on. Great. Good job, me. Alright. Anybody in here? Marshall, for chance? I hear I'm supposed to talk to a marshal in here. Big golden fish. Good stuff. Okay. Documents, though. Documents, perhaps? What's this? Oh, it's a 4-leaf clover. I just mercilessly took it, and then I put it back. Because that's how it works. I'm a little mystified by that. But okay, sure, let's take it. I don't know. Now I have that. Maybe it'll matter. There I am.
To worry.
Were you? I mean, it did take me a little bit, I suppose. I can't go that way. I don't have that clearance. But I bet Marshall can give it to me. Hello? Hello?
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Phaeton.
Thank you.
I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations.
All right.
Zachariah's dead then. And I assume you found his gun.
Yeah.
Just call me Jesse.
Not answering your
Trench
questions,
told
though.
me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline.
He does that.
Makes sense.
Thank you for not questioning it.
Phases her?
Well, yeah, she's probably been around.
Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby.
Sure.
We need more if we're gonna survive this attack.
I guess
My
that makes sense.
Rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
All right.
At least she seems to know what's going on here.
I suppose I'm firepower.
She could know about Dylan.
It's possible, but now's not the time to
I
ask.
can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
Great.
That's a good answer.
Hooray.
Is she testing me?
Well, yeah.
Darling
She
has
doesn't know
systems in
you.
place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them.
Clearance
We'll
fit.
talk more after you clear out the hiss.
Great, thanks. Man, I've gone from zero
Rangers,
clearance to...
let her through.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll have to lock the door behind you.
Okay.
Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
No, I guess I get that. So wait a second. Why do you need more HRAs, though? Like...
If there's anything in this place that can improve our luck, we ought to try it out.
I suppose.
Just in case.
Sure.
Not touch anything.
You'd think that you would know that working in this place. I lost my train of thought. What was it? Okay, cool. Wait, what? Hang on. Does this actually matter? Do you think these actually matter? So it looks like this gathers luck if it's upward and dumps it out if it's not upwards.
Squad C hasn't made it back.
Is this something I need to be concerned about? Actually gathering luck somehow?
The exit is back through parakinesiology.
I suppose I should put the clover back then?
The option is to hold here and wait for another.
Put the clover back.
Everything we've got.
The mannequin echo is on.
You saw what those things could do. We need to retreat. If we stay here, we're dead.
Yeah, what he said. Oh, I can't actually do anything with that. I thought I was going to be interacting with this elephant, but it turns out no. Turns out no, not at all. Anyway, about HRAs, right?
Calling you a ranger afterwards.
The fight's
Cool,
not
great.
in here, Rangers.
Well,
Let's
clearly.
look for alternatives.
Yeah, anyway. So who is out there that could use an HRA that isn't already turned, is what I'm saying, right? Everybody here is already either fine or not fine, and I think that's pretty much an end on it. Hello? There's a lot of you, huh? I wish there weren't. Oh, you got healing going on, too. All right, I have to charge it up. I forgot, I'm sorry. Okay, there. Wow, that is effective. My goodness. All right, is there anything for me to interact with over here? There's a shelter. I may as well open it. Are you fighting something besides me? You are, aren't you? What are you fighting? Oh, probably Marshall's people. That would make sense. Well, I'll be with you in a moment. I just need to check this place for, this box, in fact. Yes, give me the box. Good. Oh, hi. You got your back turned, or you're aware. You should probably not back up to me. It's not good for your health. There. Great. Ritual division. Ritual division. Like, not division of rituals, but... Yeah, of course. Oh, I missed. I installed my own recoil into that particular shot. The thing. I need to kill that thing, though, or else these things will heal. Ah, there we go. There he's back. Good. Okay. Cool. I'm kind of starting to think that maybe that... ritual division. Great. It's the division where they study rituals anyway. Not the division of rituals, but ritual... you get it. You get it. We all get it. That zoom function may have been a good investment in retrospect. I may change my mind about how I handled this particular module. But it's very nice that these people aren't really paying attention to me, despite the fact that I'm vaporizing them one by one from the back. There you go. That looked like it was somebody trying to snipe for a second. Are we good? Are we cool? Oh, hi. Hello. I missed. Terribly sorry about missing. Gotcha. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, that's a friendly. That's a friendly. I was about to just cram a giant boulder right into its face, and that would be unkind of me, considering that I'm supposed to be allied with these people. Oh, hello. There we go. Can you come out into the open a little bit? Over here? Stop killing my dude. Cool, I missed. No, hey, stop it. Stop that. Stop that. I really don't appreciate you. Okay, well, we got one person alive still. That's good anyway. Oh, good, more. Oh, good, more. Okay, hang on. There. Okay, come on, throw a thing. Okay, cool. I barely even twitched that thing, but the guy died, so I guess that's all that matters. Oh, wow, the other person died too, didn't they? I failed to help them. I guess that's no surprise, given my standard efficacy around here. There. Oh, right, I have the ability to... I guess it doesn't matter. These guys explode themselves. So even if I tried to seize them, it wouldn't actually accomplish much, it seems. Okay, well, everybody died, including my friends. Par for the course. But at least I didn't die, so that's something. I've never managed to save a friendly, have I? An optionally savable friendly, that is. I think all the plot essential ones, of course, are still alive, but that's because they can't die. Well, I'll just take this, though. Seeing there's nobody here to stop me. The music seems to think otherwise, though. Oh, yes, it does. Great. Okay, cool. Parakinesiology Chief Lewis. Where'd you come from? And why did you come from? There you go. I'm just going to stand behind this, okay? Okay? I'm probably safe. Yeah, totally safe. No problem. I don't do that. I don't appreciate that very much. Let's throw this at you. Get rid of that shield you got there. I don't appreciate your shield at all. There you go. There you go. Now we just shoot you in the face. Or the chest. I guess the chest is good. Okay, cool. Well. Hey, wow. That just busted your shield entirely apart. That's convenient. Alright, well, let's just, throw one of these. What are you doing over there? You're giving me cover against your attacks on your own. That seems like a really bad idea, generally speaking. Here, I'm just gonna put this up because I want to test out the new ability of it. Here, bonk. Hey, neat. Doesn't do that much though, huh? That's fine. Oh, hey, there's more dudes. Probably shouldn't be messing around when there's other dudes around to shoot me. Yeah, okay. Good. Got them both somehow. I wasn't even on target. Wouldn't have expected that to work. Apparently, there's a little bit of a margin for error with this, what is it called again? The sniper rifle thing? Hang on. I gotta find out, because I'll forget otherwise. Pierce! It's called Pierce. Not to be confused with seize. I am liable to confuse these things. That is why I specify. Okay. We got all the guys. So now there's nobody to stop me from taking over the point, right? Right. We're good here. Let's do it. Cleanse it. Why didn't I just do this? Did I do this, the crouch down in the superhero pose the first time around when the dudes showed up? I feel like I didn't. I wasn't taking it seriously enough, and that's why they were able to stop me temporarily. Well, lesson learned. All right. So I got this place. Good job, me. Shame about everybody being dead. I'm pretty sure even if I'd gotten people to survive the first wave, the second wave would have done them on in. No problem. Ritual office. Let's see here. Where am I trying to get? This doesn't even seem to exist on the map. I'm so confused. Why does the... Okay, there's an elevator. I don't think I want to go this way, though, do I? Probably not. Probably not. Ritual office. Where am I supposed to be going? Over that way. Okay. Up that way. Sure. Well, let's just skim the room for collectibles, you know, documents, that sort of thing. There are usually some hidden about, in my experience. What about in here? Hello? What do we got? Item. Give item to me. Well, come on, you have to actually give it to me. Pierce aimed weapon. Oh, weapon mod's full. Dang it! So that is, in fact, a thing I have to worry about. Well, I'll worry about that in just a moment. Open collectibles. Threshold Kids proposal. Oh, man. Bethany Harrington. Oh, by the order of Zachariah Trench? Compiled by Bethany Harrington. Okay, well, let's see. Problem. With the recent arrival of the blah, there are certain glaring gaps in the Bureau's ability to educate and raise a young... There are no other for blah to play with, and blah is expected to learn about frightening new concepts. Well, close enough. Solution. Blah will require a slow, blur-friendly introduction to paranatural topics. With this in mind, allow me to introduce the Threshold Kids, a television show in which a cast of cheerful, for a certain definition of cheerful, puppets explain the dangers of living at the Bureau, but also show the fun side of the paranatural. Budget would be minimal. I took a few puppet-making courses at my local community center. We can have research staff build the sets, record the footage, and even do the voices. It will be good for morale, and I guarantee blah will respond positively to these videos. We can't expect a blah to enjoy lectures and people in lab coats, but as television has proven for years, blah loves puppets. Okay. So there was like one kid who was growing up here, and they made those specifically to educate that kid? Am I getting that right? That's the impression I get, anyway. Alright, weapon mods. Hopefully clearing you out is pretty easy. Oh man, I have to actually, like, push and hold to deconstruct. I'm just going to deconstruct all these ones that are level 1, so I don't even have to worry about it. Not even going to think about it. Out they go. Every last one of you. Get out of here. Never want to see you again. Out of my sight. Never show your face at my door again. That's a combination of two sayings, but I don't care. Great, let's get out of here. Pierce aimed fire boost? What does that mean? What do you suppose that means? Pierce aimed fire boost. Damage while aiming. Oh, give that to me. 32% increase. It's vaporizing dudes in one hit already. I can hardly wait to vaporize even 32% more dudes per hit. I'm all for it. Wait a second. There's a thing off to the left here. It's all question marks. It's not where I'm supposed to be going, but usually if I go to a place that's all question marks, it stops being all question marks, yeah? The Synchronicity Lab? Yeah, sure. Let's go have a look. Provided I can get in, and it looks like I can. Hello? Anybody in here? Synchronicity Lab! Great. It's a little bit too quiet in here, isn't it? Alright, avoid modern technology. That's all pretty standard. Some classified information here, which does appear to have text, but again, I don't think I can fully interpret that, much as though I'd love to. It's bizarre that all this stuff actually has text on it, yeah? I wonder if there's some place where you can view said text. Okay, so we got those crash test dummies from earlier. This one's wearing... well, it's kind of like clothing. Wonder what the significance of that outfit is. Okay, what's this? I have no idea. I have no idea. Classified code pattern thing. What's this over here? Well, that's just janitor equipment. What's this? We got a bed. That's a heck of a place to have a room. Under constant surveillance. Yeesh. They seem to have tried to make it comfortable, but the fact that there's a giant barred window on the one side probably renders that particular point moot. Wow, I wasn't expecting that to spin freely when you bump it. That's neat, I guess. Well, as creepy as this place is, it doesn't seem to have much information about what the deal is. Documents, that sort of thing, you know? I would really like some documents. They usually explain... oh boy. Oh boy. What am I looking at? What were you filming here? I'm not sure I approve of your methodology, and as the new director, that may have some significance, but I'm not sure it's very much. There are no documents here. No one's going to explain the Synchronicity Lab to me. Okay. Mirror testing. Sure. Why not? I'll check that out in just a moment here. I'm going to look at these balconies. This entire complex is just way too big, incidentally. Just wait, okay. It's more of those physics things. Okay, sure. Is there some significance to the 6 of them and why 2 of them are not moving? Possibly not. I'm not really sure. Is it like... It couldn't be something like the ones that exist out elsewhere in the complex. If I activate them over there, they become active in there, and that has some significance, you don't think? Probably not. Almost certainly not. Hey, great! Synchronicity experiment. Let's see what we got. Examination of paranatural topics. Experimentation with global synchronicity. As a test, television sets were placed in a variety of locations around the world inside rooms identically decorated. The hypothesis was that by identically altering the decor of every room and then changing the channel in every room but one, that the single differing television would spontaneously align the incoming frequency to match its synchronized counterparts. Really? The experiment seemed like a failure, until it was observed that the agents responsible for arranging and monitoring these rooms were all experiencing the same emotional turmoil as one clinically depressed member of the team, himself being located in the eastern part of La. Okay. The same emotional turmoil as the one clinically depressed member of the team. Okay, psychological examination of the agents proved the correlation. Interestingly, the phenomenon of synchronicity did occur, but not in the way we predicted. Bizarre. Wait, who wrote that particular record? Wait a second, there's something else here. There's something else new here. The demolition expert, what is it? Charged. Warped. Okay. The Hiss Warped wield only paranatural abilities similar to drifters. They are able to telekinetically shield themselves with nearby material and launch objects at their target. These entities are particularly destructive and difficult to kill, possibly indicating a greater internal reinforcement of Hiss resonance. Why do certain Hiss display paranatural abilities while others rely on Bureau firearms? Do certain corrupted entities have less potential than the hosts that become Hiss warped? Or is this perhaps an indication of evolution or maturation of the Hiss corruption? Are there other stages of evolution yet to be found? What if the Hiss inhabits a host for a month, a year? Do hosts expire after a certain amount of time? Does the corruption become too strong for an organic body to endure? Only time and well-documented observation will tell. Great. He wasn't that much of a big deal, the one that I dealt with of those, but that's mainly because he managed to stand himself behind a rock and then throw all his projectiles directly at the rock. Okay, so these are the TVs, huh? These are some TVs, anyway. Are these supposed to be monitoring all those remote, experiment stations, perchance? A lot of them seem to not be working. But who knows how long ago this thing was set up? No idea. Let's check the other balcony. If I haven't already. I feel like maybe I have. I have! But this is also supposed to be a synchronicity thing, huh? Except that would indicate that they would expect these two to start going spontaneously, and they did not. Okay, so perhaps it's not so easily taken advantage of as all that, yes? Perhaps not. Okay, let's check downstairs in mirror testing. Okay, clearance level 6. So that's not happening, huh? Yes, indeed. It looks like there's a control point just on the other side of the door, too. Well, what a shame. Let's get out of here. Clearly, I am not supposed to be here yet. I don't know if that synchronicity stuff will be of relevance later on, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, we're back in the ritual division, and I need to go that way. Let's go ahead and do what we were supposed to do. Yeah, have to do it eventually, after all. Can only beat around the bush in stubborn fashion for so much time. Protective studies. This is the place, right? It sure is. Mission updated. Okay, continue on towards the HRA lab. Sure. You seem to want me to ignore everything that I pass on the way, but it's certainly not happening. I'm going to inspect the heck out of everything, and you better believe it. All right. Well, this almost looks like a control point, except there's not actually a control point here. Were they trying to, like, set up for a control point? Can they establish control points? What is this? Keep your distance from the glass. What happens if I don't? What happens if I don't? What you gonna do about it, huh? What do those patterns mean? Why don't I know anything about any of this? Because it's all highly confidential? Yes, you're probably right. Okay, well, they're video recording this particular cell. What's supposed to be in these? Is there anything in this one? There. Oh, the rubber duck. It opened its eyes at me. Hello. I swear it opened its eyes. Was it just rendering properly? Was it just loading in its textures and whatnot? Maybe. Let's go ahead and check this.
Item number 52AE analysis.
Oh, sorry about the chair.
I will begin by introducing various stimuli to the item. First, a low voltage electric shock.
Okay. Doesn't sound like a low voltage.
Next, I will introduce heat via a standard Bunsen burner.
You really have it in for this duck, huh?
No response. Next, a series of solutions will be applied, each with a different value on the pH scale, from 0 to 14.
This all standard procedure? We're just putting them in containers before you dump them over the duck? Is that what's going on here?
No response to any value. Next, I will attempt to communicate.
I feel like you already have been.
Can you understand me? Can you understand my words?
It's a duck.
Quack if you can understand my words.
Ah.
No response.
Yeah, no kidding.
This concludes session 2.
Great.
You'll need time to prepare further tests.
So it doesn't respond to any outside stimuli, but it does follow you around if it feels like it. Well, great! Hopefully it can't actually get out of there, or else I'm going to have a duck tailing me, I suppose. Guess we'll find out. Okay, so that way? No, that would seem to be the way. What's this? There's a passage over here on the map. What do you suppose that's all about? I don't see anything over there. Am I seeing a different level of the map, perchance? Oh, that could very well be. That could very well be. I guess let's, continue onward, eh? Did I not check this first room? I didn't. Look, there's a thing. Then the one I didn't check, there's a thing. How are my personal mods full? Okay, just give me a second. Give me a second. Personal mods, alright. This is gonna be an ongoing thing, isn't it? Alright. F. I'll fast forward a little bit. You don't have to watch this. This is silly. There. Good. Launch efficiency. Feel great about myself. Yes, I do. Let's see. Launch efficiency. You know what? Great. Sure. Let's do it. It's higher quality and therefore it's better? Question mark? I have to assume anyway. Which configuration am I in? Okay, good.
This way to the lab?
Seems to be.
Okay.
Oh, I see. That was Polaris
Must
talking.
like these HRAs.
Do you think so?
Sounds like Darling built them. And most of the things around here.
Why?
If Marshall can't help us with Dylan, he's our next best bet.
Provided he's doing
Assuming
okay.
he's not dead. Or taken over by the hiss.
I guess you got to that particular point yourself. Cool. So, no problem with all these shutdown labs? We're cool with all this? These labs that just seem to be filled with crash test dummies and nothing else? It's probably fine? It's probably fine. Bunch of equipment in there. And I don't know how any of it works, so I guess it doesn't matter that I can't get in there. Great! Onward we go. There's a door that way. I can't see anything. Do I have like a flashlight? Have I ever had a flashlight? I don't think I have. Move stuff out of the way, though. No, that didn't seem to do anything. I've made things worse for myself. Alright, well, let's move these out of the way quick. That. Okay, cool. Is this the way I'm supposed to be going, though? It's not, but let's have a look. Oh, good. I'm in one of these. I thought I was going to be in one of the labs. Well, with the crash test dummies and whatnot, but it seems like no. Why is this here? I mean, for utility purposes, clearly, but why can't I get in here, do you think? Let's go under this. I can't! Alright. Is this anything? Okay, that all seems important. Probably shouldn't shoot it, and that seems to be my only level of interacting with this sort of thing. There should be a passageway, though, huh? Right here? It does look like it's been sealed over somewhat. Uh-huh. Does that do anything for you? Seems like that's a no. It's purely cosmetic damage. You'd think that if I rip chunks out of the wall enough, then eventually the wall would be not there anymore, but it seems like I'm incorrect in that regard, so I guess I should leave? I guess I should leave. Oh, wait. There we go. There's something. Okay, so how do I get there? Can I get there, do you think? I don't see a place where I can... no, I can't get up that high. Let's see here. From up here, is there some place I can get to that will allow me to get that high, do you think? I can get up there, clearly. Oh boy, it's having some problems. Okay, cool. Physics, we're good. Calm down, physics. Okay. Do you suppose there's an ability that I just don't have yet? It does seem quite possible, doesn't it? Okay, I give up for now, but clearly there's something there. Something secret, and I want the secrets, but I cannot have the secrets. It's torturous, that's what it is. Alright, there's definitely a secret back here, too. Okay. Open up. Great, thank you. Alright, what's this? Oh, wow, they put the password right there for me. Well, that's convenient. So this twice, and then this twice, and that once. Wow, you probably should make that a little more complicated, huh? Well, I guess maybe not. HRA lab. Maybe just don't paste your passwords directly on the door.
Any idea how to make it work?
Well, it seems to have opinions about where you should go. Activate the HRA machine. Sure, okay. I can do that. Let me look for documents first, though, you know, just in case there's something explaining what the heck I'm doing. Black rock prisms. Utilization of paranatural elements, black rock prisms. Black rock prisms are unique formations of black rock, distinct in both their shape and potency. While the density of black rock dampens paranatural forces, the unique structure of prisms retain frequencies in the range. I guess I don't need another range, thank you. With perfect harmonization. This report analyzes the results of focusing a through a harmonized prism onto a blah. Methods for the imprinting of non-physical fields onto imbuing them with the properties of the harmonized resonance in the prism will be explored and explained. Refer to... Okay. It's really hard to get any information from your stuff when you redact absolutely everything that's contained therein. I guess that's the whole point, but it's still frustrating. Darling. Dr. Darling. Is there anything else in here? No? What's this? I can't help but see that our way in. Too strong. Leaks out. Changing okay, so that's not a password. It's a setting of some sort. I just don't understand how it works. Interesting. I also can't help but notice that I can't use my gun in here. Dimensions too powerful for use. Feedback loop. Huh. Okay, sure. Well, what if I just push this button? What happens then? Is that a black rock prism right there? Seems like it.
Hello again, Director.
Hi.
It appears we have a new problem.
Great, what's that?
We need to get the HRA machine working.
Sure.
I replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
It does,
Darling
yes.
must have had a system.
I assume.
Randomness isn't in his nature.
Sure.
The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals.
Uh-huh.
How do they connect?
I have no idea.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. What do we got here? I got that. I took it. Great. What do we have over here? Another punch card. I took it. Probably should have looked at it before I picked it up. I guess we're just gathering all of them, huh? Okay. Gather all of the punch cards. Oh, that's something. And I got that. And we got another terminal over here and another terminal over there. Okay. So let's just try interacting with one of the terminals and see what happens, huh? This one's marked 5. Uh-huh.
So, we need to find all the punch cards.
All the punch cards. Right. There's still one missing. Do you happen to have any leads on that particular object? Let's see here. I don't see any more little blips on my, brain HUD? Is that a thing that everybody else has? Number 3. Okay. I'm clearly missing one. I wish I had a way of comparing them against these here, but I don't seem to. Okay, so there are 5 terminals. I'm going to need 5 punch cards for sure. Okay.
Have you checked the upper floor?
I didn't know there was an upper floor. How do I get to the upper floor? These stairs here? Okay. I will check the upper floor. Thank you for the only mildly condescending advice there, Marshall. Configurations. Can we affect this? Okay. Do I have a way of checking the ones that I'm holding right now? Oh, there's the fourth station's up here. Okay, I got the last punch card. Good. Let me check, see if I have inventory here somehow. Collectibles? No. Missions? Yeah, okay, go. Assets. None of this is relevant. I've only got like clearance level 3. How did I get in that clearance level 4 door earlier? I have no idea. Well, okay. So 4? I mean,
Each punch card should correspond to a terminal.
I assume you're right, yes. But, like, how do I know which is which, do you think? Okay, so this one here has the almost hazardless looking thing in the center, and then top left filled in. Or top right, rather. Do I have anything that looks like that? I do, right here. Okay. And that's in the first position. Over there. Now stop that. Stop it! Okay. And then, does that correspond with the fourth one over there? It does not. This does. So this could be the fourth one. This could be the fourth one. Just working on a hunch here. Yeah, no kidding, Marshall. I get you. Okay, so we're going to see if that's correct. The ones that aren't crossed out, we're going to put in the terminal that corresponds with the position they're on the whiteboard. So this one here is going to get this one. Do they always light up like that? I'm not sure. Well, okay. Whiteboard. Okay, so that looks the same as the thing up. No, it doesn't. But the fourth position one is different on this one. It's just the top left half is filled in. What does it say? Feedback loop. No. Okay.
Looks like he was working on something to do with these symbols.
I recognize that. Thank you. So a little square on the left, bigger square in the center for 2 and 3. Which one are you? You're 2. So little symbol on the left there. And then for 3, we're going to do... there's 3. 3, we're going to go ahead and give the big square in the center. It shouldn't be 5. Should it? Well, let's just try popping it in because it's the one that I have left and see what happens, yeah? What does that do for you? Anything? Activate the HRA image?
What do the symbols mean?
I don't know. Okay, that was wrong. It turns out that's wrong. Okay, so I'm going to grab this one back and I'm going to look upstairs and see if there's a reason that one up there should be number... Still in the 4th position on the whiteboard, but... I don't know the order you want from me, necessarily. Let's just swap these out and see what happens, okay? Maybe that'll be good enough. I don't know. I have no idea how Dr. Darling's systems work. I'm just sort of winging it here. I sure hope we don't wind up with a configuration that ruins everything. Localized explosion or something. Okay, well, that's wrong.
What do these whiteboards mean?
I don't know, to Darling. Okay. Okay, so... Let's see. Those are... Oh. Those are switched. The arrow on the bottom indicates as much. It's not a smiley face. I mean, I didn't think it was, but you know, it kind of looks like one. I thought it was comment-worthy. Anyway, grab this back. That one will go in 3. The other one goes in 2. 3 is over here. I like the idea that the new director is just tearing around here, running, like almost knocking herself over with trying to run a different direction because I don't know where I'm going. Okay, how about that? How about that? Did that do anything for you? I have
One of
been.
them has to work.
I recognize that. Okay, so... Ah. Yes, okay. So the half black one goes in the 5th position, which I think is the way I had him the first time, isn't it? I believe it is. Let's go check. Number 5. Yep, I switched him out when I didn't need to. All right. Stupid hand-drawn arrows after the fact. Dang it, Darling, why you gotta be like this? All right. Switch this, put this in here, then we go downstairs, we put the other one in there, we fire it up, and it should work this time, unless there's more notes that I've somehow missed. Great, I did it! It made a noise! Nice that it only made a noise when I got it right, isn't it? It's very convenient. Push buttons randomly, see what happens. You don't know how to use this. Great. Seems to be working. Maybe. Hello, Polaris. You have an opinion on this or something? Cool, we broke it. Is that good? I did it.
Prism shattered.
Yes.
Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues.
Great.
We need a new plan.
Okay, cool. What were we trying to accomplish? Sure. What's up?
We need more black rock prisms to make this machine work.
All right, we're...
Darling has another lab
Black
down
rock
in the
processing.
black rock processing site and maintenance.
I went there.
That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I suppose it is called
I've been
that.
to maintenance already.
Yeah.
I can find my way.
Sure.
But how long will that take?
I mean, I've been there before, but I couldn't
Nothing
get
here is
in.
Simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
True.
I need something from you first.
Okay.
What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming.
I mean, I imagine you did.
Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives.
So we're not going to talk
Once
about
that
it?
is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
Sure, okay, fine, all right.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it,
Yeah.
I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Meanwhile, from
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
Marshall's
But
perspective...
don't call me director.
Why not?
Jesse is fine.
Great.
I'll call you Faden.
Haha, do what I
Here,
want.
You'll need this key card.
Cool,
Thanks.
thanks. Clearance level 4.
Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Great.
Right. I'll move out immediately.
Sounds good. Thanks. Nice
Keep an
giant
eye
gun,
out
by
for
the way.
Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
This is a dramatic angle. How did you do that?
It's just one large-scale HRA.
Huh?
It's there now.
Okay.
We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance.
Okay. The hiss?
Hostile, viral, invasive resonance.
I'll go ahead and take that as a yes, okay?
That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for.
To stop the new resonance.
Taking the protection Hedron can provide us,
What's Hedron in this
and
case?
keeping us from being wiped out.
Great. Does seem to be working so far. Sort of. Oh no, that's the fungus area. I don't want to go back there though. Why is there space in the air? What the heck? What is going on down there? Great. Old Boys
Here,
Club.
this will lead back to Central Research.
Threshold. Okay. Thank you. I had a thought that I was thinking out, and I feel like I didn't finish it out. Oh, right. From Marshall's perspective, when we're having these conversations, there are just these periods where Jessie just stares dead in her face and doesn't say anything when she's having her little self-monologues. It must be exceedingly awkward. That's all. Anyway, emergency supply storage. Okay, sure. Open. Well, there's a radio, but, you know, copyrighted music and all that. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Very secret door. Cool, cool, cool. We're gonna have more hiss out here? I bet you we are. Wait a second. Why is the door into the ritual division all blocked off? Is that... Oh, is that... I had to go all the way around because this is blocked off. I see. Okay. How did I miss that in the first place? I don't know. Maybe because I'm clueless. Great. So, where are we going? Maintenance sector. Let's go.
Marshall knows something about Dylan.
Well, yeah. She
Is
mentioned.
he here? Is he all right?
She's not telling.
HRAs first.
I suppose
They'll
it
help
does seem
save
important.
everyone, including Dylan. Once I find him.
Provided that's even a possibility.
Can you keep him safe? Like you do with me?
Is that a yes? We're not discussing it. Cool. Continue towards Black Rock Processing. I've been there before. Where am I? Where am I going? Black Rock Processing. Oh, it's over there. Okay. I guess this... Oh, right. There's a door here that says Black Rock Processing. I guess that would be the way to go, wouldn't it? This room was very hissy last time I was here. Are we good this time? No, we're not. No, we're not. Great. So those shields do not work against my personalized sniper rifle. It's very handy. Let's just go ahead and... The orb doesn't matter if you just completely destroy their essence with one shot. Turns out. Very convenient. Alright. You're gonna fire at me through all those windows and bars, are you, huh? Great. Good job. There. Apparently that doesn't work for me to fire through all those windows and bars, it turns out. I should probably take my own advice on this particular matter. And you. No ammo, yes, it's true. But I don't care. There. Alright, got that one. And then... just you left? Seems like just you left. Probably could have played your cards a little better, huh? Wait a second. Where are you? Where is it? I heard... okay, so eventually that does just fire without my say-so. Good to know. Did I get the orb? I got the orb. Everything blew up. Great. Great. Very efficient. Very happy about it. Wait a second. I'm back in the maintenance department. It occurs to me, right, that, Audie had a bulletin board that I was supposed to check for tasks periodically, and I haven't been doing that. Is that an issue? Do you think? Do you think that's an issue? I'm gonna wait until I find a control point, and then I'm going to see if I can sneak back and check with Audie, if he's around. Seems like the better way to go rather than running back there manually. Or legally, you know. Grab that. I don't need it right now. Never mind. Put that down. Okay. Go down here. Because I don't really want to walk over that, is the thing. That seems dangerous. This way. I don't like having it above my head either, it turns out. All seems very unpleasant. Open that. There we go. Good stuff. Alright. Alright. Well, this is down here for some reason, so I'll grab that. I don't know why. Can I, like, jam it into the works and ruin things? That's a no. Okay. Let's just take it upstairs with me, then. Oh, wait a second. Maybe that's what I need to do. You put these things in, it turns on the power. Maybe I need to turn off the power? Ha-ha! Lateral thinking. Yeah, that seems to do it. That seems to have done it just fine. Great. Oh, no! I'm fine. I'm fine. Fortunately, apparently, falling one story is not enough to damage the director. Good to know. Just, not take that risk this time. There we go. So what's this, Not bad. Can you give me one of those things from here? Too far away from my brain essence? Seems like. Okay, wow, that was further than I expected. What's this one back here? It turns on the one upstairs? Am I seeing that right? I'm not actually positive. Let's get back over there and look at it again. Pull this out. It's not the one upstairs. And I accidentally reinstalled it. Okay, well. I don't know what that does, but presumably it's a good thing. Presumably. Hello? Not much hiss around here. Not a complaint, mind you, just an observation. Okay, so I need to turn this off as well. Can do. Alright, drop that there. Huh. Do you think I need to turn it back on when I'm done? Wait a second, what is all this? Oh, okay. That's how I open the doors. I need those cubes for it. Okay, well, let's go get another cube then, I guess. Could have warned me. Could have brought a cube with me. I've got plenty of cubes back there. I got stacks of cubes, but I have to go all the way back to get them. Yes, I do. There. And here we go. Grab that. Can I dodge while holding a cube? I can. Well, that's fantastic news. And we just bring it upstairs. I'm tempted to use more of my dash juice, but I don't know if I can throw this if I run out of juice entirely. So, perhaps I will just be patient. Perhaps. Right there. Great. I bet you're not supposed to install those at that velocity, you know? At terminal velocity. It probably is not how it's supposed to work. Oh. I see. It's an entry to the ocean view. Okay, well, let's check this way first. That seems of dire import. We'll check this way first. That's a big hole. That's a big hole. What, where? Huh. Okay. So that's just a faster way back. I can just drop out of the ceiling instead of taking the long way around. Sure. I'm surprised we don't have more access passageways like that, where I can just drop through the ceiling into the area I just was before. Just, I mean, like, in humanity in general. I feel like that's something we should invest in. Just, more dropping out of the ceilings is all. Keep them on their toes, yeah? Keep them guessing. Alright, I'm back. Ooh. What? Who?
I don't know. The lights are on. They should be open. We're looking to get a room for the night.
Wow,
Hello?
this place actually does
I don't think
exist?
anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
What the heck? This place does exist in physical space. Bizarre. We just haven't found it. Either that or that was part of the illusion. Part of the experience. As created by whoever, I don't know. I don't know who's responsible for the ocean view. Bing. Bing bong. Anything in this room? A whole bunch of stuff. What do we got? Why did I... Okay. I can adjust that chair. I feel good about myself. Huh. Is this a synchronicity thing? This is probably a synchronicity thing, isn't it? Okay, so I can adjust those and this pot. Okay. Chair, radio, painting, pot. Okay. Bing bong. Radio on right. Painting straightened. Chair pulled out. Pot on the left. Pot on the... Oops. Pot on the left. Chair pulled out. Radio on the right. I've done it! I think. Okay. I got the key to the Black Pyramid room, I think. Good. So you're gonna make me work for it a little harder every time, huh? Understood. Can I bing bong you again? Bing bong. Did I do anything for you? No? Okay, that's fine. That's just fine. This way. Hello. So where is this leading me to, do you think? Well, that's where I just was. Nice representation of it. My compliments to the artist. And back we go! So that exists now. And the light switch that I just was using doesn't, I can't help but notice. But I am in the same location as I just was. So now we just drop down through the ceiling? Through my convenient gravitational access passage? Woo! Ow! Okay, so probably should use the dodge thing if I'm going to drop out of the ceiling. It turns out it hurts. And this is where I came last time, and there was nowhere to go. So maybe there will be somewhere to go this time, eh? Maybe. Speedy. Speedy. Okay, there's stuff down there. Did I know that before? Is this the black rock that you're talking about? I was assuming it was, but maybe it's not. Maybe it has no bearing on anything. It's just stone. Atlas Chamber, Black Rock Processing, Central Maintenance. That's a bunch of stuff. Okay.
Okay, we need to find a way to Black Rock Processing.
So they say.
That's where Marshall said we'd find a prison.
Can I just, like... Wow, I can. I can just do that? I had no idea. Okay, great. Cool, so I can just bust down windows. Windows, yes. That's the word for it. I seem to have messed things up pretty good in here. Put that down there. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Is there something else I need to... it was just the one mod? It seems it was just the one mod. Okay, cool. Cool, great. I can just bust my way into the labs, and nobody seems to care, and that's fantastic. Network disconnected. I see. So you can wait till you have clearance level 5, or you can just not wait until you have clearance level 5. Fantastic. Atlas theory. Okay. Structural analysis, the Atlas. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. The specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas, see file blah, seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house usual walls, floors, and shifts. No Atlas changes form, wow, read words properly. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. Huh. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts, and that the Atlas is a blah of the blah itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as the building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the Atlas is made of the same blah material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. Okay. So it changes form in the similar fashion to the house, but not at the same time as the house. What does that mean? Also, why is the hotline glowing again? Hold up. Hotline's glowing again. Collectibles, hotline. What do you want? The board. Objects of power are holders /665. Okay. To the other /blessing. We hold the reins /law. We are failing in translating hyper-real concepts. I mean, that happens. Secrets /instructions will be lost. Okay? Ignore this message. Thanks, the board. I failed to ignore the message, so that's why it didn't tell me that it showed up. I was supposed to ignore it. Sorry. Sorry, I'm too attentive sometimes. Okay, so that way is the way to the room that I can't get into properly. That's Blackrock processing, but I can't get in. Well, what's up here? Oh, it's one of those gravitational axis passages. Okay, sure. Let's go this way first. Oh, it's the bathroom! Of course it is. Of course it's the bathroom. Nothing in this one. Let's try the other one. Whoa. Anything? Nothing? For once, a bathroom with nothing? Unheard of. Absurd. Up here? Not up there. Turns out, not up there. Well, I guess I could probably just take the stairs to get up there like a normal person, but that's boring! Ah, but I can jump across there. Interesting. Aha! What have we here? Two things. Personal mod energy boost. It's a different color than anything I've ever seen before. Loadout. Energy boost. Ah! Prime! It's just the next level up. Well, fantastic. And what's this other thing I just got? Evade energy cost down. Well, currently I use the launch more than I use evade, so I'll stick with what I got. Thank you. Now then, this way. Seems like this way. I feel like I'm gonna get ambushed as soon as I drop in here, yeah? Seems pretty likely. I'll stick with the shotgun for now. Hello? Hey, that sounds like not an ambush exactly, but combat certainly. Strange that I couldn't hear it before I dropped in here. What's going on? Yes, yes, hello. Ah, good. That seems good. That seems very good. I probably should go help? Probably let's go help. Alright. Helping. Helping right now. That's for you. Always remember to check behind you. It's very important. There we go. Great. And pick this up, throw it at you. Pick this up, throw it at you. Hello. Let's pick this up, throw it at you. And let's prepare one of these for you. Yep, there we go. Great. Okay, he's not dead yet. He's not dead yet, but I wish he was. Okay, wrong button. Wrong button. It's right next to the one I'm trying to use. Did I just shoot that person? I'm terribly sorry about that. I didn't mean to. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Let's go get this guy. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him better. Do a better job. There. Got him. Oh, good. Another one. It's really hard to save people's lives when you keep sending infinite dudes at me. Ah, jeez. Okay. You. Cut it out. No life for you. Ah, jeez. Okay. Where'd it come from? You? Probably you. Alright. You get that. Oh, you had cover, huh? Well, isn't that fancy? Aren't you just a fancy lad? Let's go up here and point blank you with a sniper rifle. How about? How's that suit you? Did I kill you? Did you die? Did they die? Oh, no, there we go. Hello. You're very sneaky. Good job. And all. Was that everybody? Hey! You survived! Hello! No comment? Okay. You're welcome. I saved one of them. I saved one of them. This is a new record for me, and I'm proud of myself, sort of. I guess let's look for documents. Excuse me. Running over the tables, it's fine. Oh, right, I should probably just take over the control point, huh? Let's do that. Great. I've done it. Speak with Arish. Oh, do I have access to Arish from here? Hey, where? Where are you? Huh? I heard him. Where is he? Okay, let's go upstairs. Maybe I can find him that way. Arish. Where is he at? Where are you at, friend? Well, this is nothing. Can I go across the balcony, perhaps? It's really weird to me that that one person is just acting completely glitched out, having survived that encounter. No comment whatsoever, and just standing and staring into the distance. I wonder if they're not supposed to survive, yeah? I get that impression. Sure.
Our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet.
Okay.
They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino.
Did they have to pull it 3 times? Because I had to.
Dream like hey.
You were such a dork.
Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid.
Okay.
And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana.
Uh-huh.
Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other.
Okay.
The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery.
But does exist, strangely.
Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible.
Okay.
A place of power.
Mm-hmm.
Like the oldest house.
Gotcha. Places of power are rarer than objects of power, huh? I have to assume. Great. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for that. Where's Arish? Arish was calling out to me, but I could not pinpoint his location, and then he stopped talking because he's not very considerate. Open. Are you in here? That would be weird if you were. You're just trying to do like basically a ding-dong ditch on me? Hey, over here, come talk to me, and then just hide in the nearest shelter. Research major targets, what?
Glad to see you're still you.
Oh, wait, there you are. There you are. Hey, how you doing? Help me ignore this.
Thanks for bringing down that...
timed quest.
whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
We are barely holding on here, boss.
I recognize that.
How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
So probably just tell them the truth?
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms.
Right.
I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction.
That's about it.
Another day at the FBC.
Woo.
But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing.
All right.
I got good news and I got bad news on that front.
That seems part of the
Good
course.
news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
At least it's...
Monster.
we know where it is, anyway.
That's what the Rangers said.
Huh.
The ones that survived, anyway.
Sure.
But we are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming.
They sure do.
Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and well, no one's seen him since.
Great.
But hey, at least we got you.
I guess. I have a gun.
Fearless leader.
And also brain
They shouldn't
powers?
rely on me.
But they're gonna.
They don't know me. They don't know how I failed people.
Do you?
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base in Executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster.
Great.
I'm getting kind of used to them.
I suppose.
Aye, Faden. I'll be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
I'll try. One specifically for you, huh? Find a Blackrock Prism. Do you have any... Did you want to talk about anything else, Arish, while I'm here? No? You're just gonna stare at that monitor and pretend I'm not here? Okay. Okay, good talk. Great. Okay, well, clearly there's more documents to see here. There's a recording right here. There's a whole bunch of stuff that should be done, but I also need to stop the episode, so I'm going to stop the episode right here. So thank you for watching. Next time, I'll scoop up all the documents in here.
So hot.
Oh.
You're fine. We'll push through this. The hiss are the ones doing the pushing, Doc.
I mean, that's true. What happened to you? Can I help? Probably not. I can only shoot things. Hooray! Anyway, next time I guess we're going to take on a monster. So that'll be fun. I'll see you next time.